Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Bowser Jr. Fan 13, and I know this is a weird video to be making because I know some of you are asking a ton of questions on where certain videos are coming out. I promise you that they'll be coming out. It's just that, life's been busy for me and trying to get some certain videos out before I can get these other ones out, but it's not important. So today I just wanted to do a little small weird video because I never thought I'd be doing this, but I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to do this just for funsies. So basically we're going to be taking a look at all the Blazblue characters, and we're going to be seeing which Blazblue character smiles in their renders. Now, why would I pull off something as weird as that? Well, because the Blazblue world is, let's be honest, it's the worst place that you could possibly live in, and it's so tragic and stuff because of, well, you know what, if you've played through the game and watched all the stories and stuff, but yeah. So I just thought that why not look at every character render in every game and, basically see which characters are actually smiling, or looks like they're sort of having a good time. Like, it doesn't have to be like a big smile, it could just be like something regular, or it could just be a little small smirk. But yeah, these characters, they have to actually be smiling and stuff. As for the characters that don't smile, I mean, for example, Jin never smiles in any of his renders, so we're going to be leaving him and a few other characters out. So if you're wondering, where's this character, or why haven't you talked about this character? Because they don't smile. So yeah, we're just going to cover all the characters that smile in their renders, and yeah, that's basically it. So let's get started. Okay, so first up is Ragna. Okay, so the only times we actually see Ragna pulling off a smile is his render for Cross Tag Battle and his unused render for Alternative Dark War, so that's 2. Alright, so Noelle, okay, this one was kinda conflicting with me because you think with Noelle, I mean, you'd think she'd at least pull a smile for once in one of her renders, but the only time we can actually see her smiling is her render for Central Fiction, although it is kind of hard to make out whether she's smiling or not. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit confusing, but if you look a little closer, it kind of looks like she's slightly smiling, so there's that. Now, Tao, we all know Tao. She's always smiling in all of her renders. I mean, yeah, in Continuum Shift, they kind of cover up her mouth in her render, but it doesn't matter. No matter what game you're looking at, you're most likely definitely going to see Tao always smiling. So for Lychee, the only times you see her smiling is her renders for Calamity Trigger, Continuum Shift, and Alternative Dark War, so that would make it 3. Okay, I don't know why I wanted to include Arachne on this list, but I mean, if you pay attention to Arachne's design for some of the renders, like Chrono Phantasma and Alternative Dark War, that weird creepy smile that comes out of his body, like, it makes you wonder, where the heck does that face come from? Or could that be Roy's face after he's turned into this abomination that just travels along his body wherever it wants? Because if so, that's freaking creepy. Okay, so the only time we actually see Bang smiling in his renders is for Calamity Trigger and Chrono Phantasma. Surprisingly, the only time I could see Carl smiling is in Calamity Trigger, which, I mean, given the circumstances he's been through, I guess it kinda makes sense. New 13 also smiles. Well, I mean, she never smiles, but the only time we actually see her smiling is in her render for Alternative Dark War. Well, specifically as Jun-san, but I digress. I'm honestly surprised that the only time we see Tsubaki smiling in her renders is for Central Fiction. Huh. Hazama, I mean, come on, it's no competition. Hazama is always smiling in every game he's been in. Every render that the artist makes, Kazuma is always seen smiling. He's always even smiling in the Terami variants of all of his renders, so there's no hiding that. So with Makoto, with the exception of Continuum Shift, Makoto is always pulling a smile in all of her renders, no matter which game you're looking at, because it makes sense, because it's always fun to see Makoto smile. Oddly, the only times we see Valkenhide smile in his renders is for Continuum Shift and for Alternative Dark War. Platinum is only seen smiling in her Chrono Phantasma, Cross Tag Battle, and Alternative Dark War renders. Relius is always smiling in all of his renders in every single game, with the exception of Alternative Dark War, since that's a younger Relius, but still. Amane is always smiling in all of his renders, and hey, what can I say, it's always nice to see Amane smile. With Azrael, I mean, it's kinda obvious, every render you make of Azrael, he's always seen smiling, looking like he's ready to have a good time ripping you limb from limb. Kagura is always seen smiling in all of his renders because, I mean, what can I say? Kagura's a cool guy, and he's gotta look good for the ladies, if you guys know what I mean. Terami. This sadistic man is always seen smiling, no matter where you look. I mean, come on. This is Yuki Terami we're talking about. This man always loved to smile at your pain and suffering, so it makes sense that he would smile in all of his renders. For Celica, I mean, come on. Celica is such a sweet girl. She's always smiling in all of her renders, no matter which game you look at. And what can I say? I enjoy looking at Celica's smiles, no matter what game she's in. You know, it's kind of weird that of all games, the only time we see Hibiki pulling off a smile is in Alternative Dark War. I mean, yeah, it is kind of hard to tell if he's smiling or not, but I mean, if you look a little close, I mean, it kind of looks like it. The only time we see Nine actually smiling in her renders is for Cross Tag Battle, which is obvious. You know, I'm honestly kind of surprised that the only render we see of Mai smiling is for Central Fiction. Now, Jubei doesn't smile in his Central Fiction render due to him holding his sword in his mouth, but you do kind of see a little bit of a smile for him in Cross Tag Battle, and you can obviously see a smile for him in Alternative Dark War, so there's that. And you know what, guys? For a little bonus, I'm also going to be including all the characters, or the side characters, in the Blazblue series, which means I'll be covering some characters from some of the mangas, like Remix Heart and Variable Heart, the light novels like Blooded Experience, all the characters in Alternative Dark War, and that means I also have to cover the characters from X-Blaze. Oh my god, I've not played X-Blaze. Why did I think this was a good idea? There's also Homura, Lin-Hua, and Torokaka. Okay, so for Kajun, I mean, it's kind of obvious that she's seen smiling. Akane can also be seen smiling here. Same goes for Chakaka. And there's also Fuzzy. And then, of course, you got Kazuma Kaval himself. I mean, you guys obviously know Kazuma is Terami, so yeah. Trinity Glassfield is also always seen smiling in all of her renders because Trinity is one of the only few characters, like, in between Platinum to Trinity, is the only one that I can actually tolerate for once. Then you got one of the 10 sages, 8. I mean, she's like the only one seen smiling in her render, so yeah. Then there's Raquel herself, she's also seen smiling too. Kiro is also seen smiling too. Then you got Oliver, that's a smile. Then you got Toya smiling. I apologize for any characters in X-Blaze that I mispronounce, or any characters from before that I might also mispronounce. Hinata's always smiling in both of her renders, so yeah. Mei can also be seen smiling in this render too. Kuon is also seen smiling too, right here, in both of her renders. Suichiro can also be seen smiling right here. Same goes for Yuki, and Ringo. Same with Ripper, and Nobody. And that basically wraps it up for this video. I mean, I know it's kind of weird to see me looking at all the character renders of the whole Blazblue universe to see who's smiling and who's not smiling and stuff. I mean, I don't know why I came up with these crazy ideas, but I just wanted to do it all for funsies and stuff. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, you know, leave a like, comment on how cool it is, then share this video to everyone else, and don't forget to subscribe. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.